Welcome. My name is Jessica Zanini from Notes from the Portable. Today I want to talk about daily assessments. The combo pack is now complete with all 4 quarters. Quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. So why did I create this? I was frustrated. I was overwhelmed with numerous data collections, and I hated teaching to a test. This is what I looked like when it got time to test. I don't want to teach to a test. I know this isn't the learning that will motivate my students. They won't get a job taking tests. These scores won't be valued in the real world, but I had to get them ready. This was my solution. I created 180 days of assessments. Each day has 4 sections: ELA, Math, Science, and Social Studies. The ELA covers language standards, reading literature, and reading informational. The goal was to create something that the students could finish in about 10 minutes. These were created to be quick and completed at school. I didn't want it to be something that the parents would finish or help them with. I wanted to know what they actually could do and could find. I would use this as morning work. I used it as when you were finished work. I also used it at different times of the day when there's a whole class bathroom break or even after recess. This was something I wanted the students to finish at school with me assessing the completion. The ELA and Math are previews and reviews. The questions spiral. When a new topic in ELA is introduced, there's more of an explanation in the question, and the next day there will be more practice. The Science and Social Studies cover standards my state required in 3rd grade. I also use the Next Generation Science Standards for the science. Many of these questions ask students to use online or book resources, the book being their textbook. The goal of 21st century standards are for students to be able to find and use information. Once students get into middle and high school, they will do more research on their own. This is a skill that they need. In life, when you need to find an answer, you have to know where to look, and you have to be able to find information and use it. Each day also has its own answer key, so you can quickly grade it. For each quarter, I provided a graph. The graph has the Common Core standard as well as the topic in case your state doesn't use these standards. The topic is listed for Science and Social Studies. I also included a written review page to record scores and provide space for anecdotal records. Here's how I use this. Grading and completing the chart for each kid can be a little tedious, but in the end I saved way more time knowing where everyone was academically throughout the year. I found that having students turn in their books each day open to the correct page was easiest. I would pull the answer key up on my computer and memorize it, or I would minimize it and glance at it as I needed. Then I would grade a few here and there throughout the day. If you have a student intern, this is a great task for them to complete for you. If you have students coming in at different times of the morning, then grade a few of the students who come in and finish early, and that's a chance for you to give them some immediate feedback. When it came time for data that I needed for intervention meetings or parent conferences or designing my March preparing for testing lesson plans, I had everything I needed. I could tell administration or parents exactly where my students were missing and where they were succeeding, and I was able to immediately identify areas that the students needed for reteaching. This gave me so much more sleep when it came March and I was worrying who was missing what. I also provided end of the quarter quizzes. These quizzes gave me an additional grade each quarter in each subject. I'd send the books home for students to study before I gave the quizzes, and I wanted to get them back. I wanted them to be able to use it when it came time for testing, so I would give 3 bonus points for returning them. Parents always ask how they can help their child for testing, and this is what I would send home in March. I'd give them quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and say, here, these are the standards, review these. Once I created this daily assessment, testing time became so much easier. So, why value what I create? I have taught for 15 years in grades 3 through 6. Many of my years were in alternative schools or Title I schools. I have a master's in education with a concentration in reading. This also certified me as a reading specialist. I am also National Board Certified as a middle childhood generalist. I have an EDS in School Library and Media. This degree also comes with certification in instructional technology. As you can see, I love to learn, and my goal is to make teaching and learning fun. You can find this product in my Teacher Pay Teacher store. A link is available in the comments section. You can also purchase each quarter individually. I hope this will help making data collection, testing, and reviewing the standards easy for you. Happy teaching, Jessica.